Advising king to accept counsel. This story is from the Strategies of the Warring States and tells how Zhou Ji, a clever advisor in ancient Qi, encouraged his king to listen to advice and improve his rule. Zhou Ji was over 1.8 meters tall and very good-looking. One morning, after getting dressed, he looked in the mirror and asked his wife,
"Who is more handsome, me or Xu Gong?"
His wife replied, "You are very handsome. Xu Gong can't compare to you." Xu Gong was known as the most handsome man in Qi. Still, Zhou Ji wasn't convinced, so he asked his concubine the same question, and she also said Xu Gong was inferior to him. The next day, when a guest arrived, Zhou Ji again asked,
"Who is more handsome, me or Xu Gong?"
The guest replied, "Xu Gong is not as handsome as you." However, when Xu Gong visited the next day, Zhou Ji looked closely at him and felt he was not as handsome. That night, he thought about it and realized, "My wife says I'm handsome because she loves me. My concubine says I'm handsome because she fears me. The guest says I'm handsome because he wants something from me. So they aren't being completely honest." Zhou Ji decided to go see King Wei of Qi and said,
"I know I'm not as handsome as Xu Gong, yet my wife favors me, my concubine fears me, and my guests have requests of me. They all think I'm better looking than Xu Gong. In Qi right now, everyone around you, including the palace ladies and your close advisors, favors you. The officials fear you, and the common people have their own requests from you. This means you might be misled."
King Wei listened and nodded, agreeing with Zhou Ji. He then declared, "Anyone who can openly criticize me will receive a first-class reward. Those who write to advise me will get a second-class reward. And anyone who can point out my mistakes in public and have it reach my ears will get a third-class reward." Once the decree was announced, all the officials rushed to give advice, and the court became very lively, almost like a marketplace. A few months later, although some people still offered advice, after a year there was little left to say. When neighboring states Yan, Zhao, Han, and Wei heard about this, they came to visit King Wei of Qi. This is an example of winning without fighting. This story shows Zhou Ji as a wise and thoughtful advisor who is brave enough to speak the truth. It also portrays King Wei as a sensible king who can accept criticism and has a strong desire to make things better. It teaches us that leaders should be open to advice and willing to listen to others to succeed.